Hi, my name is Arik, and I'm the developer of Astrolochi, which is astrological healing, and this is Philip, and we're going to be doing a balancing for the full moon in Aquarius, which is the full moon of soulmates, and who doesn't want to get closer or more connected to their soulmate? Alright, so I have Philip's chart and the transits here, so we're just going to check and see what's going on, okay? So health is good.
Health is good.
Perfect. So it's really interesting because the full moon is occurring on your north node, on the north node, and the north node is where we are going in this life. And it's actually right there. You have the north node, 23 degrees Aquarius. So we're just going to jump right in and see what's going on in relation to the full moon and soulmates. Okay, it's really interesting because Philip also just kind of went through a turbulent relationship ending, and there was a lot of stuff going on, so I can also check with the Jupiter, the heart chakra, and see if there's kind of heartbreak and things that need to be healed and mended. So, okay, so yeah, heart chakra energy is coming up first. So let's see, what do we need to do? Oil, balance. Okay, just a quick balancing. So a lot of times when we go through breakups, it's hard in the moment, but one of the best things that you can do is to know that it's going, like, you're not the only person in the world going through that. Like, a lot of people go through that all the time. And also somebody once told me that, I think it was actually my aunt, I can't remember, but it's like when you have a heartbreak, it's like it's being crushed, like a can that's being crushed, but then when it mends, it can hold more liquid than it could before it was crushed. So it's like this really nice analogy of you know, you have this, you get crushed in your feeling and you have this heartbreak, and then you can have more capacity for love, more capacity for energy. Okay, so let's just check here now. Good. Good. Other chakras are perfect. So that's the Jupiter, and because Jupiter was involved, I'm just going to check in and see the Jupiter. So you have Jupiter in Cancer, so very caring and very generous, but it's also, this is really interesting, it's making an alignment with the transiting node, and you have this full moon now with your north node as well. So you're really going into this position of like you're really getting or you're missing where you need to be in this life. Okay, it's really up to you and how you decide to do that. So let's just see in relation to being on track. Perfect. All right, so now the sun is in Leo, conjunct the south node. So I'm just checking in the chart to see where's the priority. And that's going to be with the full moon in Aquarius, north node in Aquarius in the third house. So let's see which one. Working with the house, third house, north node, full moon. Okay, so we're really working with the full moon of soulmates. So what can we do? Okay, an aspect healing. So an aspect healing is when I take two of the planets when they're making a transit, and then, because you know they're manifesting somewhere in the body, and then I'll help to strengthen and secure that connection so that the transit's being optimized. So the full moon of soulmates really asks us to love thy neighbor as thyself. This is happening in the third house, so it's even more relevant for you. So really having more capacity for love on a bigger level. So yeah, we can do the balancing for the being connected to soulmate. Okay, so we're going to do the aspect balancing. So we're using the moon and the moon and the north node in Aquarius. Okay, the conjunction. All right, so the moon chakra is here, okay? And the north node is just above the head. So we have a south node and we have a north node, and these nodes are showing us where we're coming from and where we're going. So with the transiting full moon onto the north node and the north node of Soulmates, lots of relationship stuff, lots of energy. So we want to really make sure that we're having a good connection, that you're seeing the healthy relationships, that you're seeing the soulmate when it's there, that you're seeing it when it's not there. Because, it could be right in front of us and we wouldn't even know it. So the third eye, the moon chakra, is connected to vision and the eyesight and, the pituitary, the hormones in the body. I don't know if you saw the movie The Sun is Also a Star, but like one of the characters is like a poet and the other one is like totally into math. I think she wants to be an astrophysicist, and she just talks about how love is just hormones, but we can just say it's also hormones. I mean, everything is hormones. It's an amazing movie. You should watch it. We really liked it. My wife and I watched it. We really enjoyed it. Okay, so this is feeling pretty good. So now let's check in relation to the aspect. Perfect. So full moon, anything else that's coming up? No, that's good. Okay, so the full moon is good. Okay, now we just check the north node in Aquarius. No. Sun, okay, opposition. The opposition of sun and moon. Okay, so sun and south node, interesting. So this is the past life karma and the willpower. So we're back to the willpower and the choices and not doing the same thing over and over and over again. Things that are going to make you to relive the past and not propel into the future. Let's see, okay, more information. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, because the sun is transiting through the sign Leo, we want to just check that I have these questions that we've developed that are connected to each of the archetypes. And we need to work with these questions for more insights. So let's see. Oh, how deeply do I realize the impact of my willpower? Okay. So how deeply do I realize the impact of my willpower? It's exactly what we were talking about. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. So what are we going to do? Okay, another aspect healing. So because the sun and the south node are, this is a really good balancing for you. You have the moon and the north node and the sun and the south node. So we're going to connect these two. So this is really nice because I'm strengthening the ability to overcome the propensity to just do the same thing, to get sucked back into the old karma. It's in Leo, so it has to do with needing to be loved, being afraid of losing things, having that arrogance and the pride. It's hoping to release some of these things. And we are in a sun year, actually. I'm having the retreat in a couple weeks about the sun archetype. So here we are doing the aspects in the south node. Like I said, it's where we're coming from. It's also things that we've mastered. So you can use your willpower to use your tools more. So you know how to take control of your life. You know how to, really stand up for yourself and to really rule your reality. To really be yourself and not be shy about who you are. Knowing your ability to shine. So when, as we work above, it helps with the below. Good, we got that. Okay, anything else we need to do? Nope. Okay, so what's coming up next is just using some of the Leo essential oil blend. It's because full moons can be really, smell that? Full moons can be very intense, So, perfect. So there's a stronger connection now to relationship with self, relationship with others. Perfect. Okay, Venus is also being thrown into the mix with the South Node. So let's see, what do we need to do about Venus? Venus in Leo, transiting South Node in Leo. 9th house. Okay, Venus in Leo. Okay. So we're going to have to do the Venus chakra, South Node. I think you felt that. So Venus has to do with love, of course. Has to do with worth. So we're injecting more worth, realizing your talents, knowing your worth, not being arrogant about it, not selling yourself short. Learning how to accept help, learning how to desire for help. And also, don't forget that Leo is a fixed sign. It can be very stubborn. It's the stubborn fire energy that's just like, I want it my way, and that's the way it has to be. And Leo, and this is good because on one hand, you can really have a good, strong sense of creative vision, but on the other hand, you need to be able to be open to others helping you, asking for help, and having a bigger vision, like the counterpart of Leo, which would be Aries. But we can't get into that now. Okay, so let's see. Perfect. Hold. Nice. Okay, so that's good, that's good, that's good. All right, so these are just some quick little astrological updates that I do during a whole balancing, and we're just checking and seeing things as they're coming up. So everybody's different, of course, and balancing can, just like anything can come up, but I use this whole aspect of the astrological aspects to get a real karmic thing of what's going on. And now that the full moon is not going to be such a stressful time, better chance of connecting with the soulmate within, the soulmate without. It's amazing. Of course, when you do that, when you connect with the soulmate within, you automatically connect with the soulmate without. So I wish you all wonderful full moon, and I hope this helps somebody in your world. Thank you. Subscribe and like the video. Leave comments if you have questions, and I'll leave a link to booking in the description below. Bye-bye.